Today na the 4th day of November 2021. It is a sad day for Sierra Leone because the incident where we see this morning, that's not what we want to see in our beloved Mama Salone. May I be the sleep. People them call me phone. Staff then a tongue, call me phone, call the home phone. I wake up. Since the time we awake to now, have not been myself. Because I don't know if whenever you see this kind of situation in Sierra Leone, you are happy. For say, oh yes, now this, are you happy? If you happy, maybe you not get people in there, or maybe you not get investments there. Eh? With the tear gas and everything we go on, what thing happen? You go ask. Before today, ACC be don't invite Dr. Samura Kamara concerning one building na New York where they in a state where not correct and money be don't pay for that building there. Then we call Dr. Samura the last time he go, where he come there, he work out supporters them, take it to sign office day, and he be talk to them small. After that, he be get for call a press briefing. Also, he be brief the press waiting in know about the building. Then rumor begin go around again say he is being invited for go ACC. Social media, they talk bottom. Well, today na be the day where Dr. Samura Kamara for go na ACC. Before Dr. Samura they reach na ACC, a lot of people then gather na ACC, they wait for him. Okay, barricade been there, Salon police day, and everything. He go inside ACC. We will watch through AYV, the internet be the give problem. Because we know say we see some of the parliamentarians them with the crowd outside the barricade day. We see that. Then the internet begin for freeze. Maybe for like 30 seconds to a minute. When that one they clear, waiting we see next, na tear gas. Then we see next. Now, I don't know if you get other side where you look at, but for we will look through AYV, waiting and see, now they explain to you so. Waiting we see next, na tear gas. Okay? With the crowd. So, these are some of the things we come to mind. Yes, the last time Dr. Samura Kamara go, crowd be there, not as big as this one today, but where he commanded the last time, he called a press briefing, he talked to the crowd, then he called a press briefing. Then today, before they reach there, crowd don't get a day. He go inside. He be there inside, whilst this issue come up between the one that we gather, parliamentarians were there. Yes, some people wear APC t-shirt, some people what to make I be careful because I want come to waiting, I want talk. You go see I'm not the video they play just now, yeah? With the people them we been gather. Okay, the crowd been big. But at that particular time, before we can see now tear gas, everybody be like then they sing and just stay cool. After that one day now, we'll see the tear gas, then all hell break loose. Who that the drag na gone like in the handling, okay, some people go say, okay, now be thugs them, so then supposed to be, but Salon police. If you arrest somebody, will not affect you. Why drag them? Why beat them? Why all these things? On another video, At the end of the video, we see outside they say the old weapon from people like sharp objects and with nef, we see stone and all them things then they. Okay? But outside this thing come out? ACC. Yeah? I beg, today Okaya, unalo talk like one fumble first ba. Because this is what we don't get ourselves involved in, that sometimes we don't even think. Dr. Samura Kamara, yes, now be the 2018 flag bearer for the APC. It's still the vie. If still feel to say them for Giam for making be the next president of Sierra Leone. He won't be the flag bearer. Yeah? Let's just build this scenario now. Let's say next election, Dr. Samura Kamara win. Then, the Southside this one now, na de President Bio, who go to call and former, na de he go there. Instead set up in own ACC. Then they say for invite President Bio for make he go answer question. Tell me ba, na this same kind thing you go want for the sea? Na this kind thing you want for the sea? Because the same thing where they happen now, now go happen back. Supporters them of whoever go say, we self they go na ACC. We self, well, na so them be do trade. Na so them be do. Because today, what thing we see today, people then begin take Lyle and Slimmer in video. Now then begin take the show, say, well, look the tell well Lyle and Slimmer, they be invite them na CID. Look all the APC, SLPP hierarchy them be DBNM. So we self go do them. So is this the way we want for held people accountable? Now this we want? Now in that aspect there, now I want to make we see things first. Say next election, now Dr. Samura then put he win. Don't then say thing them be go bad, where President Bio at that time now go answer for. Instead of crowded and come out. Then the police, as usual, then go come say, well, then crowd there for disperse and waiting, then fire tear gas. Now so we want to a country? Now so we want them? I don't think so. If somebody hold an office, then say for can answer question, but people then they say no, not on that day. Now distraction. Now distraction. If then say go answer question. Then now on the part of Dr. Samura. Let me come now to ACC. Because some people they say ACC na so, now then they do this, now then they do that. But ACC gets a job to do. Now people and they say now because they not trust ACC. So who do you trust? Who do you trust? Not for ask question? Yeah, people and they say, oh no, not to Dr. Samura in one grain. Dr. Ali Kabasef be there. Let them go ask her. Not to in one grain. So we they can now with all these things. Now we? Some man they say, okay, ACC for don't do am, mongbe. Then for don't do am like for say, you know happy self like how them be do that other one now for former President Kuruma. So that then go de-escalate. And then the word come in, de-escalate. So now this some man fault ACC. But ACC get what work for do. Some man they say, so why should ACC be afraid for do them work? Because of say crowd go can get her. Why? Now this one man they ask. Okay. Now we left them. Salon police. Salon police say the crowd then block street, so then they unbug the peace of other people them. Then say not to be peaceful protest. People them be there, we get objects them like stone, like knife and other things them. That's what Salon police say. You safe. You safe. No want harm. Salon no get insurance. Some of we will get investment then they. You know say we then damage anything we get in. Nothing no they come up and they. He left by you. I have some of my friends where they tell me say Sierra Leoneans where they tell me say me man na bad investment you do so for go invest in Salon. Because then they take and say the country not stable. Anytime no more gonna go car. Where see them do something now you lost it so. If na in that aspect they look at, well, na in that too. Na in that. Some man say, how long person go answer question? As long as the investigation they go on. As long as they go on. Let Dr. Samura go. Make they arrest him. Say for so and so. Make it go court. Make you. Hey, Papa God. But you know what's in the cause all this? Because we are not united. We are not. We are not united. Because some man now they say, now because of what EU pull come out. Now he make now all the institution they now, then jitsi. Now so some man they talk. Okay. Let me come to the one them will be gather the crowd. Let we come to the crowd. Not to me say. Not to me say. The IG say, I can't play the video for you. The IG say, in go inside. In go ask Dr. Samura Kamara say, them people not do. Now you can with them. He said Dr. Samura Kamara say no. Nobody no fall and come. Now so the IG say. Yeah? Okay. Well, Dr. Samura go get for talk if and so he be tell the IG or not. But you will say, now Dr. Samura Kamara, now you go for go support. The IG say, when go ask her, he tell and say nobody no fall and come. He knock out crowd. He say knock out crowd. Now so the IG say Dr. Samura answer him. So they wait. Dr. Samura go get for answer say now so he go talk. So una we say now Dr. Samura una go support. People they say now because job not there. If job be there, people and they left their job, then go na street for say then they go support. Then hey Papa God. I say me from where I wake. From where I wake. I not can't to find it. Me heart the bleed for see me country like that. Me heart the bleed for we people them. For we people them. Some friends of mine, then get office na that area day. Then get office na the area. Tear gas go meet the all inside there. But we not even concerned. Tear gas go meet them there. So people they ask say, now only tear gas for scatter tear gas way go among other people they were not concerned safe by this. Now the only way that one day Salon police go do? Eh? If now you first stand this for Kaya, I advise you first. Mind what you the right? Because we na we the block person. You get right to your opinion, but you know they be disrespectful to the next person. I just want to advise you. Maybe you don't know how you come. Yeah? Na salon we dey for. Or not dey for your political party? Eh? Or not dey for your political party? Oh? And everybody get rights to your opinion. But don't be disrespectful to the next person. Because if you do, you go try for such, you not go find yourself na again. Yeah? All man get rights to your opinion. Nobody no all monopoly over opinion na ya. So low get understanding the first bar. Yeah? Because I don't begin see some man don't begin to go out of order, this and that. So not to yao. We not to like the other one the way then how they block. You respect me, I respect you. I get rights to my opinion, and not cost you, not cost me. You think say na you political party na able make salon? Couche. No one party no they make salon. Eh? No one party. For make salon, we all need for come together. Because what you they try for make, if that person they not come for can join you for make, trust me, na pull they pull you down. Na pull they pull you down. So please, no respect to say first bar. They are big. Yeah? Okay. I think say Joseph John Lahai. Go with first, yeah? Go with first. Because you look not the understand. So you know the first person you don't block. Joseph John Lahai, you need for go with first. You go come back at another time. But you look like if I say you need Kool-Aid, take and first ballet, you relax. Yeah? Sometimes, wait, listen. If we not speak you, maybe you come on a day where you meet, like say sometimes wait yourself the hail and high. Now you meet that day, fine. So you can the next day you not meet with you the hail and high. You feel say not to yao. We na 360. We na 360. We not they go no more jig. No. Okay. Because on 10 day, we knock you one for understand. Okay. Let's continue back. Yeah? Don't come back to base. We just correct that person there. Because you look not they understand what they talk there. I want to bring we first come to we on Sierra network. We self be did at the ground. We don't try for just reduce the video. This now after everything, oh. Yeah? After everything. I want to make you watch. What I mean after everything, after the tear gas now and all thing. Just take time, watch the place. Watch how you see. Then at the end, you go see back, say, but all of them for tear gas, the crowd was still there. Eh? Okay. But they allow watch small now, yeah? This now waiting we put together. We just reduce and so small so that we go show Nanaya.
How did it get to him?
Hello? Yes. What's that you do If you know say you know sense go.
Say me that yourself.
You have your ID card.
This now waiting Leone camera, share network camera, be able for capture now the scene. You don't see not so? Waiting you make up of waiting you see. Eh? Waiting you make up of waiting you see. I explained to you first where we see the whole scene from AYV, but we have been dead. But because of the tear gas, we're not able to capture anything. We reported again for one first guide where the place done waiting, said then come back. But you see after that first incident, where the place be make quiet, they be still hang around. Eh? Okay. We don't able to watch from Sarah Network on camera. Well, now, I want to make we watch the Inspector General of Police. I want to make we watch the Inspector General of Police. Until you don't see, can watch waiting in see. Yeah? I will watch.
The IG and the IG are also there. We go on for a reform. The IG with regards the current operation at this area. So IG supervisor is prepared this afternoon. IG, we happy for seeing you, sir.
Happy for seeing you, sir.
So IG, we all know with happy just now. We see the presence of the police and that of the supporters and well-wishers of the APC within that area. When they disperse them, we see business, but they don't come to effect. Some people want to question the manner at which police came in the affairs association there. With some other people in the committee.
It depends. They say they want one petrol station. And when I say don't see the amount of people here within there, and the petrol station has almost been at risk. And this is central town. We're not going to allow people there on that petrol station. They have to move their horse. So have done justice to this situation so that business can return to normalcy. Now, Dr. Samura Kamara, they get statement from. And I don't go meet Dr. Samura Kamara. I spoke to him. They tell me, say, no call nobody for Kanaya. So if group of people then go gather, they want for can cause mayhem in the country. I know if you say the right. They cannot, you are right, get corresponding responsibility to another person's right. We think they can't gather here today. Is it right for the other people, they hold them to ransom to do their business? And the other people will be looking at the police. Hey, police, we are there, people don't come block with filling station, and then they threat that, then they burn them. The police have to disperse them. I feel say the police do this for the general good of the general people of the country.
IG, sir, the police do it for the general good for the general people. But however, you feel say for far, a quantum of tear gas canisters now be the only option where the police get for disperse the people. The police not get any other forms.
Police use all the forms. Move, disperse, or fail in the deaf air. And the canister, the police they smell her equally like you when they go fire. You have no smell her. Eh? You smelled it and I smelled it, other people smelled it. So if like that, now creation situation for let you get normalcy to this state, for let people they go about their normal business, let the people accept it that way.
As we speak, the shops they lock, Mutukan and pass around this area. If you say normalcy, we don't get normalcy in this particular gradually. You can imagine the situation at that time, and now you are not seeing nobody. So normalcy will return gradually. And I'm giving them confidence that the police presence is high here. Open your business, vehicle run, there is a thoroughfare, you are protected. Thank you so very much.
Few people have been arrested.
Thank you so very much, and we don't get from IG allowing an inspector general of police. We'll be very for the guards. And however, he still is so many people will say the forms to interest
worker now like to go to the streets because the police don't just disperse the crowd, and we just talk to the IG, but I think we need to talk to them again. So IG, we don't see the situation, it don't calm now, and I think people don't begin to come off for do the normal business. But the question I want to ask, because I've been there since this morning, and the same way people have been they do some skirmishes now where Dr. Samura Kamara been arriving at the scene. But at the time when they begin to shoot the tear gas, that people will be done, they calm, because and we'll be there in the badge, because honorable they meet with the crowd, they talk to the crowd, and from nowhere we hear tear gas in the shoot time. So what can orchestrate that?
The crowd. What is your determination with that number of people using vindictive words, threatening to burn down something, threatening to spoil government infrastructure?
Yes,
is the police going to allow that to happen?
So like I said...
Is the police going to allow that to happen?
No,
So if the police is not going to allow that to happen, then the police have just done what is supposed to do in order to disperse the people.
Yes, sir. So what I'm saying, because at that point, like I said earlier, those words, because we were here, the time that
police was there too.
Yes, the time that Samura Kamara came, that was the time the tension was. But during the time that the tear gas was fired, at least the tension was less, and people were singing. Honorable
singing in the street of Freetown for someone who is making statements disturbing other people. Don't you understand that you are right? Has got corresponding responsibility for those other people that have to go their business without having anything to do with Dr. Samura's statement taking. If you think that is possible, my friend, that's not right, Mr. Journalist. Let's love Sierra Leone. Let's have Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is the bigger picture. It's not about Dr. Samura. It's not about the IG. It's not about the government officer. It's about the people of this country. How are you going to hold people to ransom and the police starting looking at people doing that? Nonsense! Enough is enough.
Okay, so how many people have been arrested so far?
You have to contact the CID.
All right, thank you, sir.
Well,
People are getting so panicked now.
Okay, so
The confidence the
as you
people
heard
must have
from
is
the
seeing me walking on the street as the
IG,
Inspector
I think
General
he
of
came
Police
strong
is
on
to
that,
restore their
to
confidence. For them
disperse
to
the crowd,
understand
that
that the
because
People's
they
Police
don't want
has come to
the
the street
rights
to
of
give them
other
confidence, inject confidence in
citizens
them,
to be
go back
infringed on,
with your normal
that's why
activities,
they
your
see the
security assault.
dispersion. So I'll be
Well, it look like if I say the IG not being gladdy with that last question there. The IG not being gladdy at all, at all, at all. Eh? The IG not being gladdy and you see how he began for answer that reporter there because I not being gladdy. Not if not for the question, eh? Or nah, I don't know. But I don't able for bring count to you some of the main events we happened today. Eh? I don't able bring account for you. I don't know if the IG now just say where the guy say sing, so he all that one they say singing. Next say not for sing again a street. But the main things them will happen today, now I bring to you so yeah. So you go take a now you see how you go able for make sense of them. Eh? Because some people in the talk of de-escalating situation. And so some people they talk. But anyway, waiting at the question today. Dr. Samura Kamara, ACC, Sierra Leone Police. Eh? Why? Why today begin for turn out like I turn out so? Make a bring Usman Toli in. Make we hear waiting in get for you. Welcome on board Usman Toli. You get the platform, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Triple A, for having me. For can talk about Dr. Samura Kamara, the invite where they invite at the ACC office for further interview. It's very interesting, very pathetic. For help me for find answers to some of these questions, I get a number of fundamental questions then. I would say I get 3 important questions. Then they will help we for arrive at some of the things then we will see where they happen at the country. One of the questions is, what will they see in our country? Is it because the people them they not trust we institutions them? Now I make them tear they happen, then I want. Or is it because the people them where we get in our country, especially the youth, is it because they are lawless? Then a number 2. And number 3, what you will see so today, this incident will happen in our country. Is it because na party loyalty? So now then 3 here, then 3 questions here, then will help we for find answers to some of them questions here. 1, is it because we not trust the institutions? 2, is it because there is so much lawlessness in our country? And number 3, is it because of party loyalty? Or is it a combination of all of these factors? Today, Triple A, I will take an unusual approach in my own analysis. Because what I can do, I will address all the parties that we involve. I will look at first, I will talk to the youth them. Secondly, I will talk to the politicians them. And then thirdly, I will talk to the police. The reason being that Triple A, the other term na Yahweh, Ugera Koinadugu conflict. I think we talk to the youth them, we address some of their concerns. We address them in a way of advising them. And also, we also talk to the politicians them. We advise them. I think what you don't see so today clearly, I think now a product of what you've been discussed the other day. Now I'll talk to the youth. As we continue to say AAA politics, 9 with country. A with country in so many ways. Una the youth them. As I say the last time we call Unanaya, we advise Unam. Una not allow politicians them for using them for their own selfish political interest. What happens so today clearly now a product of this. Today, incident we see so today, I just a way for let the youth them express their vulnerability. Trust me. I therefore be very honest with Tuna. With me your observation, I think say there is nothing wrong in inviting a former politician for go answer questions to the ACC. There is nothing wrong with that. So una the youth them, una they see clearly, say politicians and they use them for their own selfish interest. I'll not say a number of issues them, they will underline the entire process. But una not allowed politicians for use them for their own selfish interest. In almost all the demonstrations them, we don't see in the last few years, we don't say the youth them and then they at the forefront. We don't see USA youth them die, na McKinney. We don't see USA youth them die, na Tumbo, and so on and so forth. Why we not go sorry for ourselves? Why we not they learn the lessons them when they happen? But all this crowd we wanna see self today. Some of them politicians them, wanna see them picking in there. Ask yourself that question there. The other day, we present to Una this program. We see the chairman of the SLPP party, when I please adding the current chairman of Sierra Leone People's Party, and also Naina, the commissioner for privatization. Remember, one young man we then call Don Paul, we na him been trainer. According to the youth, the young man, he talks say he have been driver to Prince Andin. But when the push don't come and shove, Prince Andin denied the young man, say not to in driver. So what you will see later on, in the same man instruct in security for fire the young man. What think about it? Nothing the young man and he suffer. As we they talk, the young man then a critical position now the hospital. Nobody not give a damn. Why would I not go learn lesson from them here? Then they use them and dump them for their own selfish interest. Then politicians here only interested in you when they need them. After they don't use them, then dump them. Una law learn the lessons. Una law learn the lessons. Una life them precious to them. You listen to where them go, waiting the IG talk. Michael Savola. Say don't go interview Dr. Samura. Dr. Samura say, aware of the presence of youth man them around the ACC office. Say you don't see where don't begin ignore them. Why you for go kill, you go lost your life for just a politician? You see the arrested youth na the video. One way they claim say he get a weapon. get stones them. You see how they treat them. You don't deserve to be treated that way if you listen. But these are all vulnerable youth. So again, AAA, we just continue for talk to youth them for them to learn lessons from their experiences here who they see they happen in our country. From their incident here where they take place in our country. Now I talk to one of the politicians them. And they talk to una for let una stop for use the youth them for our own selfish interest. Just because the youth them vulnerable no means say you for destroy them and destroy them future forever. After all, una the same politicians them. Now una design the system the way I do so today. No jobs, especially for the youth. Most of them here where they happen so AAA now because jobs are not there for the youth then at the country. And are the same politicians them that then cause this due to corruption and bad design in politics. Because if jobs then they're not going to be so vulnerable. They fail for equipped. We youth them with the necessary skills where they need to move themselves forward. You listen to Dr. Samura's remarks. In a peaceful, abiding citizen. Peaceful, abiding citizen. And they don't advise to youth them not to for rally around the ACC office. So you don't begin ignoring una already. Tell una say, una no peaceful, peaceful. Today, triple A will get for be honest, strong message so that people then go learn from the messages here what they send out. One of the politicians for understand say politics not a matter of do or die affair. Politics not to way permanent. They come and go. Not another way they forever. Not another way permanent, including the power where you get so today. So politicians them are they continue for talk to una. Now because the way I wanna design the country, now they cause all them problems here. The resources of the state are not evenly distributed. We wanna grab power, we wanna get the one them we wanna favor. And left we youth them, they suffer. These are all the consequences then. AAA. We have to be honest. We have to be honest. It's not because of the vulnerability of the youth them and the selfish interest of the same government tomorrow. Like I asked the question, AAA, when they self come out tomorrow, the other one and come out, the same thing will happen. No doubt about it. We get for be honest with self. And that's only the way we're going to solve the problems in our country. Now I turn to the police. I tell you, I say, I go address the three segments them were involved in today's incident. The police. First of all, I get for be honest with you now. For the first time today, the police demonstrate some genuine professionalism. Because we don't see previous incident them short as the one at McKinney, the one at Tumbo, who side enough for use bullets and they use bullets there. But today, they not use no bullets as far as I can see. They use the appropriate force for disperse the people. Imagine if not the same force that be used at McKinney. And when they use them, it's effective without killing nobody. That's the way we expect the police to behave. We don't expect the police to use live bullets on citizens them, where then self contribute towards the way how the country does so today. But today we see the IG himself, he came out, joined forces together for ensure say then disperse the demonstrators them. So today, I once more again I will say then use the appropriate force, short as a tear gas canister, for disperse the crowd, and that's the way it should be. Just imagine if them use the same tear gas canister for disperse that population of McKinney, Tombo, I feel say the death them will be see them places and they enough will be not happen. Today, we also see some arrest take place. Clearly from the video AAA. See that young man? See that lady with the red top? A number of arrests. They asked the IG himself whether any arrests have been made. He confirmed, say, some arrests are not made. If you want to know the number of people that were arrested, go on CID. That's what he said. So arrests were made. And this is the way we expect things to happen. Not when they say elections, you get the presence of the police, they know the culprits them, no arrest whatsoever. How people are going to trust on them? Imagine if this type of professionalism, this type of activity we want to do so today, now when they show na the elections then they. Where we say anybody will cause chaos, irrespective of your party affiliation, whether in the ruling party or the opposing party, when it cause trouble, then for arrest you, detain you, investigate you, and if possible, charge you go court. You think say what you would repeatedly see when the elections here it will happen? It not go happen. But today, because maybe, who knows whether because not only the opposition involved, I make them decide for be professional here, carry out some arrest, and then say then go charge the person in a court. Maybe I make them do so. Who knows? But imagine if they use the same tactics, yeah, they use the same professionalism for arrest, then people here where they cause them to trouble here during elections or by elections. If we say then for don't restore order in all the subsequent elections, if we say we will get a peaceful election for the 2023, because then for don't begin exhibit the professionalism from the by-elections before the actual elections they come, then people get confidence on the police. Again, once more, AAA, from all what I don't say so today, it looks like the police, they get for step up the game. They get for continue for show the professionalism where they demonstrate yesterday. I don't say everybody get your own opinion on this. But clearly, most of what I don't tell you so today, now things that we don't discuss now. Yeah. We use them vulnerable. Now because of the vulnerability, now the politicians they use them as a tool for their own selfish political interest. It's after all, now the same politician that then design the country the way they want and so today. Divide and rule we how they want. And because youth they're not a think twice, and they take to the street, take the law in their own hands. And again, because the institutions then will expect for let them settle in kind of situation here, they're not trustworthy. They are not independent. Consequently, people then can take the law in their own hands. This is not the way we want a country for be. We want a country where the institutions are trusted. We want a country where the institutions are independent. We want a judiciary who say two political parties then get disputes where then go there is confidence in the system so that they will be able to dispense justice equally for all the parties involved. But because of lack of trust in our political systems, now they cause all the chaos here. AAA, I will stop here. allow the chance to other callers them or other panelists them. Thank you very much, AAA, and thanks to everybody who is listening.
Thank you very
sir.
much, Usman Toli. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Una all when they talk about AAA in the background, I didn't answer on it. Una just wait for me, yeah? Una wait for me. Yeah? Okay. But make a come with Doctor. Make we waiting na Doctor in your take on this. Welcome on board, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo. You get the platform.
With this, okay. Hi everyone. I hope say we all did well, and I hope say we don't watch and don't see really waiting happen na Freetown. It's pure pity. So I want to say thanks to you and Mantoli and the other panelists there, as well as the one that they listen to we and watch right now. This for me now a pure pity that is very shameful for we country in Sierra Leone, for the see them kind of thing that actually happen. It's a shame for make the politicians and try for the constantly create chaos. When I say chaos, not chaos, then they create. If you are invited, whether not to the police, whether not the ACC, any cell they invite you, you don't need for bring all you entourage them we no get one better reasoning and not to anybody else. Now the youths then at that country will say they no go hold sobe. Eh? This one so similar stuff na McKinney with the former president. This is very, very sad for the see they happen at the country where the country they still deal with other issues them. You know, any politician will feel say you own job now for create chaos in the country, you don't deserve to rule any part of our country, any political office, you don't deserve it. Because this, how them youths them will get involved in this. Even found out about you being invited for whether it's a questioning, whether it's to verify things them in the country. This AAA is sometimes then stop there. You ask yourself, it's like would they talk to the youths them then seem not to understand. Then seem not they understand. That's not the first thing. Then choose for go follow politicians them and create chaos in the country along with them. You know, we're so it's despicable act. You know, and the IG, to tell you the truth, the frustration I voice, I'm with him. If I was in his position, I would probably do worse. But anyhow, with that's not what me feel. As a leader, some of these things you don't tolerate in your town, or in your city. And the one that always get arrested, it's really them one that we know also been at the country, especially the youth man them, because then they cause this problem because we don't have their host. They don't join the politicians them. And official for they deal with them kind of issues there. So politician call you or he tell you, say, you know what, the ACC call me or the police call me, I forgo answer question. So I need Lona gather, Lona come around, Lona can cause chaos. If you're not Sierra Leonean, we care for that country. We want let that country go forward. We not say you not get job. We not say you not get education. We not say you know things and they go hard for you and your family members. Them, you go say to that politician, why you not go send you picking them? Or you call your own family members, or why they call me? But because they not get that reasoning thoughts. Some of them I feel say they are psychologically challenged. With some of them acts them really happen in our country. I think say we need mental health counselors in our country for the youth man them. Either because now part of frustration, because they not get job, or they need to get the things that they want. So now they feel say the only way forward or the only way out now for join politicians them where they lead them to disastrous things and like waiting and do so. So if you are arrested in this, to tell you the truth, you should be there. I don't know for how long they should keep you and prosecute you. So you don't do things like that. So these are for the ones that were lawless, that took on the streets for go join politician and for go, disrupt peaceful area or peaceful things and where they go on for the day. These are for those people. If they are arrested, trust me, they need to be detained. They need to be, not only detained, but they should be prosecuted for things like this, because it's just pure disruption of the normal flow of things where for they happen at the country. So this is a shame, and it's something where people them really, really need for talk to them, picking them. As they still talk to the youth, let the parents that start beginning to talk to them, picking them. Sierra Leonean, you have to be wise up, especially the youths. Wise up, because it's not saying that for give you job. It don't make no sense. The world is watching us every day with all the things that way they happen at the country. So, me, to tell you the truth, there is not much to add to what I just say. I dey hope say the politicians and no say what thing that they do is wrong. Then the youth man they also find out and no say after this, then go learn the lesson. Maybe they for don't arrest every member of them will be out there. That's all I can say. You know, see where then they call high stake politicians and then we own countries there. You see journalists or anybody, if anybody, they get line with them they team up. They're not even cross. Just because they're not one for cause so much problems. Anyway, yeah. This one it passed me much, but I don't tell you I feel say it need for be said. Okay.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yeah.
That now, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo, in your submission for today. You will listen. You self get forget your own tone, yeah? We self go call and say waiting you take pan this one today. But I just want to let you know, say, will not tolerate disrespect for the next person. Eh? Now come with us friend, make we hear waiting and you take today. Welcome on board, us friend. You get the platform.
Yeah, thanks a lot to Mr. Tripoli, and thanks a lot to Mr. Usman Toli, thanks to Doctor. This is very frustrating, really. And for me, it's very emotional because I see the sympathy of victims more in the end. I will try my best anyway. Let me just put it this way. Sierra Leone, now the politics will cause this thing today. Now more what they call egocentric politics. Now big word really, but now the politics really explain. We just open the platform. What do you mean? And now the area where people and they go in that circular form, round and round, take the front, then the back, they become the front, they become the back, start rotating things. People and they keep resentments, people and they keep opinions. And people and they try for whole expressions them and opinions them, where always they can become very and they vary from the other people and your ideas. So because of all this, you see say waiting. The supporters then come here now with their own opinion, will vary from ACC, will vary from the politician himself, it vary from the government, it vary from even other civilians. But all come to because of this egocentric politics, without circular system done the way the politicians them for the past years and decades them who don't get independence, who they don't left as a legacy. And this is a bad legacy. So you find out, say, one time we talk about, you see the politics, the politicians, and the public, the press, and the police, all those kind of things, how this one, the people there, they will even play a part. And what's that the part where they have to talk about? Because we don't want an area outside they undermine the judiciary system. We don't want an area where they try to undermine democracy. We don't want them to undermine any rightful thing. And then they even undermine the present government where they rule. They will not even want to undermine any process wherein they will try to bring like, an institution will get for work so that the civilians will get their own benefits. But the issue, like I talk, it actually a bit difficult. First, let's address the issue wherein the thing wouldn't claim to be a riot, it end up for become an actual riot. But the riots, you will find out, say, it will be difficult to describe. But you try to give we the scenery. Some of the scenery, even though they freeze, wherein you explain and people can come explain that waiting it cause a dispute where it caused there was no professionalism at some point. The police don't perform in duty, it didn't present, but again, it comes down to how we be address the last person we make it vex with Iwaka go. If he dey lie, we don't know. He say, income, there was a time when people have been there under, people have been happy under, and then all of a sudden, you see politicians have been there on one side, then you see tear gas. The response of the police say this is a state where intake as a riot, where a threatening thing. In other words, it look provocative to the peace of that movement day, or the environment gets a peaceful environment, a situation. In other words, what are they trying to say? People they go about their normal business. They know they sell, which was right. But instead, the threat will come for them people and they follow them go able to get right to go about the normal business, that because of the presence of the public or the supporters of the one that we go for who support Dr. Samura. And then go threat and go burn the how they call them the petrol station. But you give or think again a bit further. See, one, I know they talk of the bad thing where occur about it, but therefore talk about the events and how people then get for de-escalate a particular situation. How you as a profession would de-escalate. Then the issue of the one the way go to the supporters or the civilians or the people there or the youths then I will come to their side. But here the tenants they can looking at the geographical of the setup of the place, we know say the petrol station not far from that place there. So you might say that a place where they congregate from waiting a land. We say that they then go get out, not disperse. Okay, so I know they deny say somebody not going in the group where they try for shout out say now burn down the petrol station. All right. So that's like the one point down and so you get for think for how I get for would de-escalate that situation when I don't meet them they throw stones, I don't meet them they attack the petrol station, but maybe in a didn't enough for congregate or not be done they disperse them, erase them because of the barricade. So you get for think about a line day. That's now one point. Then you think again saying, okay, now you're not telling us why the tear gas they start now at the side of the ACC the side. Why the tear gas start up when the people are not going to start other things? But from what I get again, there was another group of set of youths there where been there on the side of the ruling party. Then you get again the presence of the one that will go there for Dr. Samura. Well, then there was an exchange of stones. But the sequence of the throwing stones between the SNP, the present ruling party, and the one that will go there for support, I not able to tell too much of them. But it comes surface at some point. What are they going for establish here? How that thing they are sequence for happen. So you get for whole you time say. The press release at the chaos in the presence and they try for calm the situation. Any other question where they come behind that, what I just will do is I will say, okay, I'll hold my opinion. Now we're at the ground, we will discuss that later. I'll hold my opinion and then we see what's in the ground and discuss that later. But when you find out, say, there was a summary of the event, say, one, there was a noise. People in the casting cause noise. We said, no, noise not for day. Which is wrong. I mean, which is wrong really on the side of the civilians. So you get for ask, say, well, if they try to characterize this, for say, they lash out, say, this is a violent thing, the public, then they don't begin to do a disturbance against the authority or any property, then they don't begin damage them. or they don't begin to distribute any property when they don't loot, or the public or the private property, they don't begin to damage them. So you get for look first. So because you didn't feel a threat of the presence, and they pause the people and they dance, then they butupa and then why they do so. So you get for see a group of where they do this. Then there was a group again where I say they were having placards standing there, and then there was another group who had been the public hijackers of the riot hijackers. So the public hijackers, then are the one day we always give wait when a riot they go on, and then they come inside for can cause problem, and then they come inside for can disturb. So you get to know how they equate them to how you go deal with them. Because I find out say the approach is quite good, but at some point you will find out say there is an area wherein the civilian will be don't become a victim of the situation where they don't create in the country for decades, where for years, wherein they are vulnerable and they're not able to understand the difference for say this ecosystem, wherein again your opinion. My opinion is different from that my opinion. My opinion is because sometimes I pay for me picking at school. Or my opinion is because I'm not able to just do this. Or my opinion, now me they can't give, but I know they get again today from them people there. So you put their opinions there together, then you get to say, oh well, I'm not going to just follow a crowd. Because all the crowd where they come, for cancer, who they demonstrate, they all get different opinion. But now you as a leader again, when they come for say the leadership in need for let it come out from up, then part of it they come out down, and then the parliamentarian and the civil service them, then so that the ordinary man go able to understand certain situation. They are not doing right by going there to demonstrate. Okay, but if they hold placards that they right, the man don't go, he don't enter, then na your duty they go perform. But if you they talk say the one they wear the stone, now the one they wait in that old placard, they can just throw tear gas fire and dispense them. Then you get for read between the lines, say, I always get for no say, in any disturbance, there are people waiting for car inside. And even the one they car inside, if you take an individually, you will believe, you will see, say, SLP them or let's say the ruling party can tomorrow, another one like I talk so. Now the same individuals and they go hand for who hijack. So when then they know these people are the system, you get for know how you get for deal with them. Now for that, then self be asked at some point after the interview. One point been talk with oxygen, don't just give you one bag rest. We don't they call for let them help with the policeman them. Then after if you don't discover Silama who talks that gun we hold, now plus he take an hand we confront them. But you get for find out forensics. You get for know how you get anything there. But because of how the forensic system they work in a salon, you go find out say all them things they are not going to be in place. All we need for do when we see people in gather, we don't know if they are trying to practice democracy. We will go for teach them more. Now they again for go engage them. The first point of engagement, now the time that one day are they listen and connect to them, are they bring a rapport because they were standing there, they were not throwing stones, and not go halap and they go, and they send person for go negotiate. You can understand, say, oh, well, you're not going to negotiate, but you get for watch the system. You go look the face which are intelligent, then I'll be able to get a rapport, we understand our situation. Now, now man, this. Some people are thinking some the way they thought it was, oh, well, this is not going to happen. You have to start doing things. The civilians and they start their own way, so they not just can't begin to roast them. They stand there, some of them hold placard. So you say they bring you your system. So you get the second engagement, you get the third engagement, say you reach the fourth engagement, where you will make up a decision now, say, either I will push force, or I will able to pull the one that will be among there, whether the one they will not release it, where it will be difficult. So you get the riot issue, you get how for control them, you get the politicians, their mentality, how they drag people and because of their own favor for pick points so that they will able to get credibility tomorrow for say people are going to vote for us. But again, let us not see me saying about people with a firm way for clear with conscience. So you careful know all the things there. Say then they are the system. You the police they don't call for say let them go able for help them so they go able to develop and make their own profession become a little bit people then go able to see them credible. So you find out the instead they ask for help from the government, say what thing we get, you know, do for dealing with them things there. But you careful no say back. There is another way for that forensic go for the work. That specific place there, even though people are not going to see her, will they try Then they don't call for cameras. We are in their budget where they put. This is what maybe they mean, but they are not saying it. The next thing that you for they put, well, look like if the camera have been there, we able to see the sequence of that man there, where that gun they fly pull them, or now they take an hand. But take to matter. If that man then are true say he hold the gun, we not get bullets if we get bullet, now he go be 15 because I pocket the whole. Then if the police said if I had in a hole now, or maybe it was a riot hijackers, because that was the point the riot hijackers came in. Was it a riot hijacker who was there with the matic and a hand or NICF Kennedy? So you get forgetting proof there, see. This is how me own profession will develop, and not just you know can we bag one bag rest, we all don't glad because he mentioned it during his last interview after that gun issue. We followed that side. Then he came out to the area where that lady back. We say even they dance, if they buchup and the drive and the man, so the police accuse her. He pull in ticket, he pull in money. So even in the cell, it might be a semi hijacker, but in the form of maybe as a voice. For say, will make the voice high. Because people then they go, let's market it, go the holla. But again, was she a threat? Who na go as a poor victim for Karen? He can't say in coconut oil. That was the most area where we look and very embarrassing for me. I know they say she was right to sing there. I know they say it was right for letting go riot today. But how are they dealing with these things? Let poor people not suffer in this country. But we just will look down our leaders and therefore put the message. Let me try put pace setters so that we will able to get a model of politics. Then they try to educate the people and will understand. But when then they understand, you get to look inside them people, how you go deal with them when situation come. They are victims of situations. We get for no say where I know will handle them with Obama. Now the situation we don't deal. Now try deal with them where in a better way, not to riot because when they put tear gas, the other people are not going to listen to it. So all these kind of things are coming from the way where people they look government back to front to back. Then the one they will in between the circular process and the civilians then, and then they just join in between. So now the system they go in a circular form. They get for cut the chain, stretch it. Then we'll see who that na function you do. But if you did in a circular form, you can't see it. Thank you very much for giving the platform. And I only hope say the country go able to stabilize where everybody go in duty from civilians up to the government and the responsibility. Thank you very much. Let God continue for help work. Let God bless you too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah, welcome, yes, sir.
Yeah. That's now Usfriend in your submission for today. 22 Jones, you get the platform. Welcome.
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. Kushan Kabo from Budem. I feel the situation today was really rather unfortunate, because I see nothing wrong wearing if they get for call, even if now you that this or whoever, you understand. When you in the leadership or you in authority, there must be an accountability. Just like our doctor said in previous contributors, was friend and Usman Toli mentioned, you understand? You can't be leading people or you can't be in charge of government and resources or funds. You are not answerable or you cannot be asked questions. Just like auditors, go ask simple questions, ask certain things. Them this money we have spent, we want to let you give account. What is bad with that? You understand? There are so many ways they can show their dissatisfaction or probably through the ballot box. But to go there, disrupt the entire areas, people then they went a private business people, offices and then other areas then you understand, where they get their own things they do way not concerned with politics, everything just comes to standstill, and so the office place or office building they get for damage, glasses and this and we continue not to like them first world country will see some of those buildings they get insurance. You understand? So even if now waiting. We come here most times with the crisis. There's so many fundamentals, so many resources, so many things that we they mismanaged. We make with the crisis. We not get good road. We not get good health system. We not get good power system. We lack all those basic fundamentals. We go make we call ourselves say this now is na capital or this now is a serious business area where anybody go come for can invest. These are the people then give them those resources for manage and provide some of those services. They can't provide it, or they provide substandard things that were not sustainable. They ask them simple questions. They come and then make the ask question. There is nothing wrong with that. I don't think that there is anything wrong for make the ask say can't give accounts. If the man is clean, it's clean. He's not the first guy they've been invited for go give accounts. They've invited several APC big guns. You understand? They went there and then they leave peacefully, amicably. Even at the Western world, those things then they happen. But most times, these people they play on the gullibility of people then because the people them either no, they're not better informed. They're just one-sided informations than what they give them. So what you expect? So somebody say, look, I'm going to know somewhere. But he left the market, he left whatever they do, wherever they did. They ask, how they go now? Is this the first time you don't go there in the commodity? So when you look at all those lapses, you look at all those challenges, then they make we come to the other side issue. Because this is what the people want us to be. This is how the politicians want the game to play. This is how they want us to be. So I mean, we can't think objectively. We can't be that kind of a visionary or productive thinkers. We just follow line. Hey, all Malo can go. The man was there with the big guns of the APC and what's it? Una no need for guna the area then. Una can peacefully go there with a placard una then one corner and this. Just like Usman Soli said, the police were for me today. They demonstrate very good leadership. I mean, they try for de-escalate the situation because at initial point they don't just go there begin fire tear gas at people. They were calm, they were moving around, everything was going on smoothly before they begin whatever. And then they start pelting stone. Now, what do you expect? Even at them parts, if they start for pelt stone and they go release tear gas. But the good thing, some of us are happy. They didn't release live bullets because most times I see that's where the problem is. Where they can get off the guard, they begin fire live rounds. Kill innocent people. You understand? At least the situation was well managed around, even though there was one or two skirmishes or whatever will happen. They can continue the investigation. But we need big, please. Before them people had to go next step. As you said, this is the mandate and forgive them. They go for sign undertaking that we don't want to see your guys around. They come say waiting. We just calling you for questioning. If they can't hire you want for out fear of the party, big guns, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to remember, say, we can't in a cash trap economy. Business is not moving. The small business they went open where they're gonna go get the small business. Then look what happens the whole day. That's the whole setback. There's a whole setback on most of them people that know where to do business that where their business not even connect to people. People travel all the way from upland for go now for go do their transaction and go back, travel back for go today. They cannot do whatever they went for there to do. They go for sleep now, for go for do other things. Look at all those challenges. When they beg with politicians, you understand? If you want for render you dissatisfaction, you feel say what is happening is not comfortable for you, it not suit you, there are better ways you can communicate. Which we all know say, then don't they do all the time, go to the ballot box, vote your conscience, vote whether if you say if you want for change regime and bring another regime, it's fine. But let's do it in a civilized way. Let's do it in a better manner where we can't go there because all the time when they do things and when we don't say they imagine say we for don't pass the level we are. It's just questioning. Nobody know they go arrest Samura and say, hey, they can't hold you. No, this is not the first time. That guy don't go there one, you don't go two. You understand, eh? Not the way they go there today, I get for go begin the figure first, I go do this, and I go do that. No. Politicians will be gonna do that. 2023, if you feel say what's in the happen now, not favor the people that you want for liberate, it's simple. You use the other approach. And that approach is the best approach. Less cost effective and everything. You understand? It more civilized, it more whatever. But for take people them. So my life in business, they like today, they go sleep na Pademba Road. Politician picking already. Politician only picking already na Pademba Road. Una way that they use the gullible minds there. None of them they use. We can understand say job no day. But before politicians say follow we go, ask and say, bring you picking line can they before we all go. I'm not saying I'm not they go, but like picking there before we all go. You understand? Or create job for me. Let me serve the eat. But this kind of situation who they see all the time, you understand, people in there for this, tell well. I mean, when they cry say things that not they happen in the country is slow, and the same politician also, then they call and now say, I can't give accounts. They vex. This is a whole state institution. Anti-corruption, the government will come and go, then go still ready. They have to do their function. There's nothing wrong if they call people and say, for ask their question. There's nothing wrong. We will go validate the outcome later. But questioning, I mean, anybody, SAPP come out today, say, when the government will come back now power, but still question themselves. That process they not go ever change. It's still ongoing because that's their job. They just go for interview people and get the facts, get the information from them, and because that's the job. We depend there with politicians. There are better ways where we can help for address situation in we country than we see that kind of situation where they happen. So the good thing where we tell God, thank you, no life, nobody will know say die there or something happen. I mean that's me take Abraham.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Welcome, Abraham.
Yeah, we want to say thanks to Tony, to Usfren, to Dr. Aissatou Kakejalo, and to Usman Tole. You were the listen. You get opportunity now for make your own voice be heard. Today, we get ACC, Dr. Samura Kamara, and Sierra Leone Police. You see how the thing turn out. Eh? Make we hear it from you. The phone line open now, 232-78-990-991. Then our WhatsApp. Or you can call United States 1-646-610-3107, or you call United Kingdom 44-739-803-043. Please, will you come go straight to your point? 3 minutes because the line is already hot. 3 minutes and you go straight to your point. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and also the call from, please.
Yes, Triple A, good evening.
Yes, 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, this is Ahmed Janba. This thing really painful waiting they happen in our country. But I get a contrary view with most of waiting the panelists that say in the program today. Then they blame the politicians, they blame the youths. But we all see the videos and we see the APC parliamentarians have been present on this particular assembly. So say now we will see when they use the youths, with the NSSF been did it. And secondly, what don't happen to the freedom of assembly in Sierra Leone? People learn for assemble, people learn for express their dissatisfaction. And I read the other panelists and they say the police then behave professionally. I beg for differ. I not think say they behave professionally because we all see the crowd now sing them they sing. We not see no unrighteous conduct where they start for fire the tear gas. So why we not for blame the police and waiting they happen? They are professionals. Therefore able for control crowd without tear gas. Would they say we're glad the person not die? But you know how many people have suffer from that tear gas? We even hear one of the journalists where they cry, say, the pepper they burn in the eye, they see. So that is not painful. Even to the IG, they go, they talk, say, they feel the pepper. Eh? It's very unfortunate what happened today. Very, very unfortunate because freedom of assembly. They're supposed to assemble. And this thing don't happen for too long in the country since this government kind of power. This don't happen. I don't ever talk in this kind and tone way at the call at this program. But this is really at when the way they go on. They really need to stop this. The police, the reports will just come out, that damning reports will come out. Then they go behave this kind of way, how they go behave so. Look the picture where you put na the screen right now. Where the people like peacefully, they surround the people there. Now they go fire tear gas. Oh no, I'm really disappointed. I think so the IG they need for fire. I'm right now. Who say they're not supposed to hold that office there. I'm really disappointed. Then we can't blame the youths then. Don't get for blame the youth then. Everybody's sick and fed up with what happen at the country. Thank you very much for giving the platform.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmed. Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and who you call from, please.
Hello.
Yes, you're live on air. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. And I Georgia they call from Switzerland. Yeah, we had an unfortunate situation where happen where people then get for go demonstrate and police dispatch them in that way. Okay, the police get it right for protect life and property where them then clearly demonstrate that people in the Allah say the gun dry, but we know salon, we know we use them, and we know say for contain crowd now very difficult situation, and inside crowd you get different people with different motive. You get people the way go in that side for go protest genuinely. You get people the way they look for the opportunity for thief. Yeah, and when I already say then they burn petrol station, we know waiting then can fire then they how we can escalate to. We go lead to loss of life. We go disrupt people and business, and we know we settings from the war, people that don't use for the burn places. So at least today I believe that the police really take the right measure for let that not happen. You see? So I'm not gonna give them 100% professionalism, but then do the job today. Because we don't want for the see, then thing and they happen. Now any side, either the capital or any side as alone, we don't want the violent and they for the happen. So we get for at least commend the police for the job we didn't do. That's not my own take.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Thank you very much for having me.
Please, where you call, go straight to your point because the line busy. Please, where you call 3 minutes, go to your point and remember say other person they wait for coming. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who you call from, please.
Yes, good evening. Super. I'm in America. I come from America.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna help you because right now what's really needing us alone, which are vulnerable. But if I don't the one that who sees who they expect much from, whatever they can, they conscientize people there so that they say we know what you people do. But it's like the bias, they don't fear to people there. Some of them here, there is justice here. Now, the Guinean them they go through. Well, all of a sudden, my mother to be a come. Now they begins and forget all along what you about this power me to do. This for the former president. Not yes, sir. Thank you. To be honest, Salina, we're not full. Because the foundation of all this investigation what they go through, so what they happen, so everybody know, all man don't know how this thing come about. Say we reach to the point here today. This thing a political, what you call the God. Not to investigation, one way or another. So this is the thing. We got to be honest. Why they say about this honest here? Not this thing will continue, change ferment and lead to other things. Because People are not impatient. Don't call person 110, 210, 310. Nobody know this. Nobody know this. Say for nobody know this. Say either above the law or subject to any. Yeah, everybody was subject to the law, but I'm telling you, brother, this is something else. This is not double standard. These are not personal investigation. They go on. The people are aware of patient tomorrow. Now who would say, hey, we forget now before things get out of hand. Now people are for the camp, they speak up. They need to go straight to the point. Before what's come to us, we get in the situation, bad situation. Hey, okay. They don't continue for how many years. I think some people to commend the police, so to short. Look at what happened with the freedom of assembly, freedom of speech. This is a sign in the constitution. Not to some people are there above the law. But one thing now, we talk now with a problem. People are not they're not threatening nobody. Threat in the sense they don't see any sort of like go grip somebody or go grip the police or go fire or burn place or hold stick or hold ammunition. What is going on now? I don't know. It's like them see how they write by the constitution. It's just like for the name say no more. Now just a paperwork. But what they implement, it's a whole ball game. But I'm saying, look, all right, man.
All right, thank you. Please just go to the point. You get you 3 minutes. Go to the point, please. Please go to the point. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Hello.
Caller, yes, now you. You get 3 minutes.
Yeah, hi.
Good.
Yeah, my name is Samuel. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I just want to actually tell the police and thank you about the way how they handle the situation, because even in the Western world, we know the freedom of gathering day na salon, but we don't know whether them people and they be actually take permission for go gather there, because we are from the IG we asked Dr. Samura Kamara, he said not to invite them, and we know say, of course, Freetown a capital where business and they so if people and they go gather that large amount of people and they gather for obstruct things that really happen at the city, then the police are need for candy. And in this instance, we're so happy that the police are not use excessive force, because tear gas in everywhere in the world, now a mild force where police can use for disperse crowd if they don't try for talk to una not commodity. So in this case, we hope that, and in further incident that we get for can, we hope that police go practice similar uh, steps we then take for handle this crowd where we did it. But everywhere in the world, police then just get for disperse the crowd. We're not authorized for this on side, because even though people then they say, oh, where the freedom of gathering, where we're gonna salon, it there, but you need to get permission from police. So we need for ask the one way they say a freedom of gathering or there, we need for ask whether them people and they take permission from police for day, because according to Dr. Samura Kamara, is saying not to inviting day, and we're not going to just allow the city for be obstructed by whether not party supporters or not, and on limbs, but it's not sensible for large gathering days on side without police not aware of the reason why they did it. Yeah, so even if that protest or unprotest, they need a authorization for police, and police go actually secure the process when they did it. But in this case, the police are not tell we whether they authorize them for did it, and also when they ask Dr. Samura Kamara himself no answer whether they invite them. So in going forward, we hope say we police go be continue for acting this way when it comes to elections and other incidents that we get for happen. Yeah, and I'm your contribution that.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Hello?
Yes, and are you? 3 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. This time Mr. Sila, I call from Freetown. First of all, I want to thank you, So today, I will pass that, like the boat is straight, I'm looking to go take ferry in a government wharf. I see a lot of police there. That's when I not see too many civilians. I see a lot of police there. I'm like, oh, what can they go on? Okay, I go to go take the ferry, but unfortunately, they say 2 o'clock. I come back, I see a lot of police there. But when I turn on my right hand side, when I come from government wharf, by how they said, what they said, then things there. I forgot the name. But I saw a lot of people there, yes. I saw a lot of people with red. Yeah, I think in Belgium. If you come Belgium, you pass Belgium, you can pass by that place where they say the African Max there, big market.
Yeah.
So I think I call big market on my left hand side. And I see a lot of people with red. But still my attention not been one day. I think I even sent a report to people. I see there was something going on in that football since week. I see people with red, confusion don't begin to take place. I say the evening is out, really percent traffic and all that. So I not be known. Then later on I can't find out the area now ACC. But I don't know if it's something like remember the first time we interview Dr. Samura Kamara, we begin speak to people and we say, you know, the technical here, we them they support them. People them they support and say if somebody want to get in trouble, he will give the person trouble. So get people in there from that time they will this this speech. Now they don't make them can't enter back for this year. They make all this year they go on. But the police they don't actually police are working at the same media future they will able to control the scene because there were so many police officials that were able to control the scene. But unfortunately, that particular moment where the fight broke up, I'm not saying something there will go wrong. And I make them right to it because from that moment now, when they begin fire tear gas. So what do they try for talk is this guy are not able to step out and tell people and say, look, I don't want any confusion. When I left me that go for me interview, that go do what I there for do. I don't need them to come fight for me. Now I'm the person show maturity. If you say one want the country, now they begin to do something, let people know yes, you really serious for one the country. But none of them, anything which something happen, none of them know they come out. Therefore, stop the people and say, look, if you announce a lot of people will stop, they will step down. But the minute you say anything, it's like that means it's like they may instigate the confusion for take place. So let me show at the blame in the Samura Kamara for come out and therefore stop in followers then. Because this politics right now, it will go in a bad way. It will go in a bad way where if you support somebody, where if you go to go ask questions, not fighting you can put in the place and not fine. With the people with the sofa. If you see people in the place for traffic in other places, they block everywhere. They feel no fine. And I know I'm going to thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Silla.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on here. You name and the call from, please.
Yes, I name Karifa Kutoligo. I call from Holland.
3 minutes.
And yes, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And I think I will just pick some few lines where or some people in the say or blame Samura Kamara at this moment say if we don't tell him supporter let him not come out or if we disassociate himself from the supporters then. Mind you, this is not a political game and we all know what will happen and the report will don't come out from the EU, the report will don't come out from the other government non-governmental agencies then. We talk about the government in issues, the credibility within the lapse with the security apparatus, the police, and other government institutions, then, including the ACC. If una don't call Samura Kamara 110, 210, 310 for come meet una not get any tangibles. Why una still they call this man each time where there is problem? Now, we presidents go na media, they don't talk some things that we know right. We get the EU report, and then suddenly we call this man again. It was the same thing we happened the previous one. Whenever the government gets a PR problem, then they call a political leader for just appease the MCC, for example. So why these institutions and way for act independently, they play politics into all these problems. Now then they create these all problems. Because if they want to talk to Samura Kamara, the previous time, perhaps you not get a follow-up questions for ask him. I don't see any reason why we secretly ACC not go to Samura Kamara and talk to her and say, hey, we want to clarify this area and this area, right? But why you want to announce say you want to call the man? Is it because the man say, they come back to ACC for any interrogation ever. So we not just want proof point say we did drag you for cam. Could it be that? And so while the institutions then wait for be so independent and transparent, they try for undermine the security of the country. So on the one or two occasions where where Samura Kamara go now ACC, supporters they not go for him. People they not demonstrate for him because they allow the process to go through. But the people they don't begin fed up with this system of ACC inviting people of the opposition and just for embarrass them. That's the whole thing. And now people are fighting back. So people don't fed up and say, no, what happen again? We're not going to see them. We're not the harass we leaders them. This question of this chancery or what happened in New York about this building, not a new thing. The Africanist press make it clearly to everybody say, now from 2018 to 2019, now the $4.1 million loss. So why we not focus on the money we lost, but we go to procurement issue we happen inside 2007 and 8 or 9? Does it make sense? So the institutions, them just like how the EU don't name them, the institution they for sit down and work for the betterment of the people, for we security in other country there. But if they continue for use the powers, the authority in call or for fact for the authority within in governance, then they undermine the state security. So if I can say, well, what happened today, now ACC caused the problem and then use the police institution for create mayhem in other country there. So therefore be careful.
Thank you very much.
Don't take that on this.
All right, thank you. The phone line don't close. We get over 20 calls in for return. The phone line don't close. Please not call again. Keep on for Saturday at the big. Yeah? Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who the call from?
Tiburami?
Yes, 3 minutes.
Oh, Ibrahim from Maryland. Thank you very much. Straight to the point. Me, like what Mr. Tilasi say, the politician, why they come and tell them support, no can support me, and they go ask a question. They ever do that. The reason being, now at the end, they support the key eye. This not today begin happen for a very long time. All the time, when they call politicians, see the one they will idle becoming after they call them. Because if you're not idle, that man, none of the family member know they go come or you say they go protest for him. What they go protest for? They say they go ask the man question. And the thing back where Samura Kamara will be say, I don't get problem and say, now he tell the people for go. But the last time when they interview, we pull that press briefing, we call it, they say, if ACC get any case against them, let them charge and go court. He don't get for go to ACC again. That is back now, Timber who contribute back because at the listen various videos then they are open the talk say why Samura Kamara they live there now. Now they can't see if Samura Kamara now man we say they go to ACC again. Then what me want tell ACC again? Then high profile case there if it don't happen during the former president when they say in the inviter. When they go they hide the date when they say in the invite this person can answer a question. That day they may not with the citizens in public because you they not get forever land people A. How long we talk about use them as alone, take the land. Therefore with the eye then they say this person get for can answer question. If they hide the case and the data they not get for no say, someone can get for go under. Either ACC or in I don't know that leak the date we get them the go under. Then this now a lesson back to the one who in governance right now say what did they go on to it therefore affect them back tomorrow. Say let them tomorrow when they come in office, they for call them back. We say we use them again for listening, then learn lesson. Men them for this BNM position for nothing, not get what they eat. Thank you very much. May God bless you and God may us alone.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Hello, me and Mahmoud are the call from Ukraine. Yeah, like one thing we dey say about this thing, we dey see beaucoup biasness in the way people then they talk. You know, we all know now this the money we in Africa, tribalism. You know, we all the follow party based on the tribe where we did. The way even some man they talk, he go one cut the case right. One let somebody they all are guilty already for voting, they not find and guilty yet. And also, we dey look at this ACC, say, then don't they follow certain people then for 3 years. Samura Kamara, they represent one of the biggest political party in Salona opposition. When you invite Samura Kamara, not to think and they will go hide. Now we take an example, what happened in South Africa with Joseph Zuma. He not call anybody, but when the courts call on him, it lead to chaos. People then die, property then go. People then die. About 80 people they will lose their life. So, like 3 years, then don't they call Samura Kamara. If this man been do anything, of course, ACC for don't count. Then for don't they tell you something now. 3 years, bro. 30 they will not see anything, but then still they push. Anytime where some scandal come out, then go call the man again. You know? All then tia with the fear, then kind tia go bring problem now with country. Now we take example with Donald Trump. He talk about putting there, he do incitement, but you don't see anybody go hold on for triumph because they know say certain people and they way don't represent certain political party then to that level. You get for be careful with them people and in any country because not all we will all get the kind of education where you feel say we go able to reason well. So man, they support one way. All that kind tia with the afraid salon not see where we come out from war. And this kind thing not go take we anywhere. We dey afraid for let this kind thing not go bring problem for we in other country. You know? And like most of this thing where you look, you go just in a political witch hunt. Because what he hide 3 years where una no able see. Now 2 years don't left. Una go see him. If that man been do any bad, he thief any money, like if we don't see paper then for don't they come out. Thing then they will hear from the African press, we hot na the market. We don't hear any investigation about that. Now not they talk anything about that. Something we been done pass long time ago. Okay, if we get evidence, we bring her out law, we see 3 years, we not get anything for sure. And this man, he the political party leader for APC. We know what's in the tension that will bring. We feel say we get for let certain thing them for sleep, so we go get peace in that country. Day. Na my own contribution and
Thank you very much, caller.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, they live on here. You name and who call from, please.
Yeah, Tripoli and every Sierra Leonean. Good evening to everybody. This is now Alpha Tolly from Philadelphia.
3 minutes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Tripoli, you really don't hit the nail on the point. I tell you, thank you on what you did do. I really always like the way how you present your program. Where Anoki want for make a miss. If you see I miss them, then sometimes I'm off the track. But the issue of what happened, we Sierra Leoneans, we know the land. And the institutions, they were not strong in the country. Now they bring all them to here. No proper interpretation of the law. Nobody know the way they interpret, waiting for do, if you do something and then they see in the bad way. And like what you say, we get for like we self before we able to develop Sierra Leone. If we not like each other, like even at the chat forum, I see some people the way this they talk, they try for generalize some people and they try for brand them. If we not left their ideas and they, even though we all think different, but sometimes we get for talk in the interest of the country. Certain things then they when a wrong thing, then we just get for say they're wrong. A lot of things that don't go wrong. But if we say we continue for follow the wrong things, then we know we gain nothing. For example, the most of the things that we did do to the opposition, they go on to the ruling. Even the very IG, is he supposed to be an IG up to now? Because they say retirement age is 60 years. How old is he? So all the incident they people and then are positioned the way they're not supposed to they. If the rules they not go for everybody, then they go for separate people, them no justice, no peace. And when people then they say then they pay use them for demonstrate. Meanwhile, I've been this salon, I've been don't involve myself for one demonstration where I say I know wherever they pan demonstration again because things are spontaneous. When they go for one thing, then something crop up. So I want to let people then prove. Make sure we prove. Now then forum there say now then people are now then pay then people are for go to then demonstration there. So a lot of things then we talk on the forum. But on the bottom line, we need for love Salone and think about Salone, how for develop them. You know, Lord we know the point fingers. Lord we think waiting at the cause of the problem. So other people then get for talk. I stop now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tolly.
Yeah.
If you don't call we, no worry. We they return the call back to you in the manner where the call then come in. And we within at the comment section. Respect the next man in view. Eh? Nobody no get monopoly. You self get right. Just not cost person. You not get right for cost person. For who? We get right to your opinion. Eh?
Hello?
Yes, caller, you get 3 minutes.
Tibule, how are you, sir? This now, Joseph Kamara call from Washington, D.C. Yeah, I will make it quick and short. You know, but the reality is, we're not supposed to blame too much of the madam. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, then they get to do it for them. But outside the police on the way, then they strike. Outside the police on the way, then they do election for them. You know, during the ACC time, this police time, then they work with the government of the day. And the same thing there, and they do like so during the SLTP. You know, with this report can come up, they talk about the lack of how they not trust the police and all the judiciary and some of the other institutions. You know, so then it's there for sure muscle. You know, freedom of assembly, I don't say we get with limits, but at the end of the day, they don't do much. So that guy, they're just enough. Some they just they make noise no more. And the police they escalate this thing. You know, so no, be careful also when we talk about the youth and everything that they do and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, the police time is here at 40. It's unfortunate for the public. And the one that way they have lost some of them for party and the inner city. So that's what I get for Sigma. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, caller, it is live on here. You name and who call from, please. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, good evening. 2 a.m. Nami?
Yes, sir. 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Once again, this situation room. I really get for making short because almost everything we are supposed to land tonight, various speakers and don't go the end. For I go repeat, I continue for the repeat myself within the people and don't talk. Then I waste of time. Me 3 minutes at least I go for squeeze them to at least 2. Hooliganism. Salon don't they promote to hooliganism. Hooliganism nine don't destroy and they get for this not to play this one not to play. Let will not look and so don't look and normal ordinary eye without the use of microscope for let we able to see saloon, the hooliganism. Somebody don't talk say if it's saloon man, they know the land lesson. People then they cry down police. People then they cry down police. If the police and not do their work, now would that next go do am? How long will we continue for the cry down police? Will they continue for the cry down police, but yet we still want them for take them positions? I don't really understand. We had for deal with. We really had for deal with the saloon. All the riots and we don't take place. We know the land lesson now, saloon. What's wrong if anybody they invite them? This country overseas everywhere, then they invite leaders. But the moment they invite leaders, wouldn't the idleness? And they tell you, Sierra Leone, we idle. And they tell you, say, now the Okada then for clear up even at the capital. Are they against Okada or not to today? Saturday after we bring this point. Okada them because they all don't leave the farm, they all left in our upline for let they get rest. Now all long come pack in Africa for cause mayhem and corruption. I don't want Okada na talk Okada for the upline. For the upline. Mrs. Egbe in a village accommodate. Now they Okada them fix for the. Now they will need them. Now they're very useful. They're not useful like the capital. The Okada them the bunch of hooliganism. They don't go school. They know they learn work. Nothing. What's wrong if they invite somebody? This time the more than me, then people in they talk freedom of assembly. Freedom of assembly every day. As they invite somebody, people and they don't storm the street of Freetown. And they stop there, Triple A. Last stop yonder.
Thank you very
much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, caller. 3 minutes. You did live on here. Yeah, you did live, Safi. Not going inside. Would you try forget to call us them, yeah? If you just join we. ACC. Dr. Samura Kamara and Sierra Leone Police. You did live on here, 3 minutes.
Okay, my name is Safi Call from Tennessee. Thank you for giving me the platform. There's a very important topic today. When Mr. Usman Tolly come out, he was talking about even the rise where they talk about the youth and the politicians and the police also. And Dr. Isatuka Kegalo mentioned about the youth, about punishment of detain them and prosecute them, which is very nice, very good. But it's one thing I will let all people let them know. All the youth they know they act on their own. This last caller just say about Okada going to upline on this and kick them out. And at the beginning about the politicians then first. One institution as alone, if I become a politician, I go make that institution disappear. The unresponsible, tragic, and ignorant office called attire base. Because where they don't know who side then people they are live individual. What did the politician then do? Then build the offices there for teach them bad practice. And everybody they praise the police. Yes, congratulations to them. But one thing, if the dance begin, you bend. Not at the ending of the dance, it will be straight. It will be disrespected. It will be discredited. Because a lot of things don't happen professionally when serious cases and problems there, where the police therefore intervene and show their professionalism. But they fail to do that. I'm not giving credit to the youth. They're supposed to do riots. Because Samura Kamara, if he commits crime, it's Samura Kamara too facing the consequences, not me. But when they build their attack base there, yeah. When they want to go some side, then come over there. Give them rum, give them this, give them drink. Oh, I got for go social time, oh, now so this. And they blame the youth them more, but not that much. Why? A responsible youth, an educated youth, common sense youth will not come on the street be killed or be punished for anybody in profit. But whether they spoil the country and they make the youth they are in the common, every blame should go to the politicians. The police them also, if they take up their responsibility not to be biased to any political party, then take the country in their hand. There is so many ways to approach, there is so many ways to teach, there is so many ways to collaborate. When you see crowd some side, the person don't say nothing and all on him. My professionalists are they come and appear as a force without saying nothing. If you don't do something, I'm not going to do nothing to you. That's where you should be. Yes, it's good to protect. Yes, everybody can list the police and today is very good. But there's so many things where they fail for apply their professionalism, where things they go back to worst. Where things they go back to worst. Cases they there, where they know they are men. People then in a prison where they're not supposed to be there. People then they cause chaos where they know what to say. So if anything they go wrong, Mr. Usman said, what he talked today, he really touched me. All the three parts. If you then bring education, then bring life building skill of the youth, give them skill and values, those riots will not happen to Sierra Leone. All the blame should go to the politician, period. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Safi.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Now keep to the time, please. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, low, keep to the time. Yes, call ID 11 here, your name and the call from, please.
Oh, Triple A, thank you very much, my brother. We'll go for keep on to the time. This is now Mark from Los Angeles.
3 minutes.
Listen, my brother, I absolutely agree with what my brother Sila say from Freetown. First of all, this not a new thing. This not a new thing. Now the first thing is where they don't invite Samura. No. But we don't see a pattern with APC. They invite Paolo Conte, the guys that block CID, then block Cotton Tree. Lawlessness. Show me how many pictures, because people in the talk about Lahai Lawrence Lima. Show me the crowd where we follow Lawrence Lima compared to the crowd them where follow, and show me the destruction where they pass, where they put compared to this one. Samura, first of all, let me ask, this interview, ACC being televised or they may make this public, you be everybody's until today, because me no area. They're not announced. So how did they then Togia end up going to that place then? Would I tell them say Samura for going today? No, we ask yourself them question, yeah. Because me no area, the listener, all the media they not a salon. I know area like before do this Dr. and by Cromine time, they will talk when he for come. They not announce no nothing. That only ACC and Samura know about this. How then Togia do know? How they do know? Because they go there well prepared. They go there with placard, putting pictures them. They go there with t-shirts them. They go tin up. How they do know say Samura for go there today? Because ACC no announcer. Would I tell them? We go for look things and the way they do. This Samura he creates this. If Samura not being, we see what happened now during Donald Trump in time in Virginia, where that guy run into that girl and kill him. Even Donald Trump in your party, people that come after and tell us, no, sir. Go make statements. Yeah, then they force you. We don't see senator from New Jersey. People out there in New Jersey will go correct me. When we get small case, I think 4 or 5 years ago. Now yeah, we see the man, CNN, all kind of media, they be in he go na court, he go answer, tell if free in that case. We they see senators then, we they see congressmen, they go na court, camera then they behind them. But you they see no Republican or SFP behind them. Then they go answer, then they come. If they found them guilty, they pay. We get congressman, then when a Democrat congressman, we don't get case them. We don't go to court. We not see crowd. Now we call the trade display. This not get nothing for do with politics. Samura get everything. If Samura not been get nothing for do. Like the third time where it been go today, where he go make that press statement. Why Samura not hold press statement back today after this way go to office? For denounce them Togia. Why he not go? For go denounce them. Say, I'm not in any support of what happened today. The question they go ask me, I don't come back. Not to CID column, not to court column. And the guy we don't talk and try to say, even the ambassador waiting in Egypt, he says they don't interview for this same thing. And this thing not to was in 2018 is out, so let people not give wrong information. This problem, because we don't hear about this building long time ago, since APC time. Samura for don't denounce them people here, but now the Togri. This party now they done with Tog. They found in father, I don't talk them over and over. They found in father, like Shaka Stevie, now became Togri. So we don't see him panel. Mind that, my brother.
All right, thank you very much, Umar. I'll help Judge Kamara and do the disclaimer. I read Judge Kamara in disclaimer. The views expressed by callers on this program do not reflect the views of Sierra Network. Okay. We'll create a platform so that we will get voice. But not feel say with you the area, with everybody they talk. Now in Sierra Network they talk. You self who did this so you get right for talk. Okay? That will just clear that one day. I think we'll get 2 or 3 more callers then. And so let us in Okaya today. We meet here hot like I hot so. You can't say waiting. Yes, call at 3 minutes.
Hello? Thank you so much, Triple A. I think a lot of people then don't almost talk within really a need for talk. But I just want to say I think an institutional problem. The issue is that if the comparison what they make now say they invite somebody, people and not follow here because we know say the system they work and we all now even now today you come they quickly immerse into the system and they hate corruption. So when they take big man off, say they don't call out for caution, we all the glad. That is different in Sierra Leone. It's because the system not straightforward. Like somebody be say we be get we all know what thing they happen right now with the present government. We they see things the way they happen, we they hearing things the way they happen. Then don't one day invite any of them people and they know. And so when you they see biasness, they always arouse people and forgo. Definitely today, definitely the police they act some restraint, they use some restraints because once on a while, definitely you go see some police the way that they act out of the norm, just like how the people the way that they go get her. Some people and they go there peacefully for just go support the man, while others then go there with the projectors and other things there for cause trouble. So as a result, somebody therefore come up and quell down the situation. So we applaud them. At the same time, we question them. Where were they when election each malpractices they happen? Where then they see somebody they come, he can't damage everything. They not do nothing. So those are when people and they see the injustice where they happen, now they cause all these problems. If people and know say you didn't have power, you mess up, the justice system come after you and then hold you accountable. Nobody no go out say out here and for go support anybody because all man go there against the idea say public resources they're not for mismanage and that kind of way they not for be for themselves and their family and friends. The moment the system they in place where all the angles them where it's supposed for hold people them accountable, even if you now big person, you answerable to the justice system, the police then go act when injustice they happen to people them. Everybody go normal. This for don't be normal business day. That man be do bad thing within our office. Yes, let them go canny ass. Forgive me for that language. But now so people for don't they behave. Well, because we already know, say the justice not they work, and the police they need to do the right thing with people and they not get job. Everything's all mind angry and confused. So anytime where there's more opportunity for let people and get away, the other one the way then they get and for go loot or go cause trouble, they blend in. So now that's not the problem. It will be very difficult for stop them because the police where the government can empower and then they in favor of, and even where the young people and they cause trouble, then they do nothing. But when the other person makes nothing, they take action. Now they cause all this problem. When that will end, and we don't see say Ben Kalfala if they use this system again for cause a little bit of chaos. Me had a question your motive sometimes because this now the second time it don't happen. Every time where the media don't begin to focus and international media don't begin to focus on view of certain things the way they happen within government, all of a sudden invitation is sent out there. And then all of a sudden the attention turned to that. Now Trump business, he don't copy so badly. He don't copy Trump ideas so badly that anytime where something go wrong with the SRPP, and then the international focus the dip and then it will cause problem and invite somebody or it say they can't investigate this person or they invite this person. My friend, no more let for do this thing. Let for do this thing. You can do your investigation quietly. You get all the resources. You can send people at any time for go wake that man up and interview. Let for cause this problem. Anytime way bad press come on, they tell you they invite people in. Not be part of all this nonsense. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. For any person. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Mama Salon. What do you think, say, Mama Salon go they talk right now?
Hello?
Yes, caller, 3 minutes.
Yeah, Triple A. I'm in Kuruma. Triple A, thank you for put salon about my years. I make I take a break.
we'll talk to not to politicians, but one way or the other, politics benefit each and everybody because, like we poor governance did, I mean, can't hear what you may expect. But the Kenya alone only, it's like majority of we don't get this political lens of face. These don't make everybody just blind to it. Even political parties they do it bad. Yes, the youth are in large number. But if you can watch, that video, not the youth no more believe it. Let people maybe in another place, we get gray here. When you talk about less job by the country, all these workers and the politicians, yes, talk and go, talk and come. The typical example is South Africa. Right now, maybe they South Africa for quite a long time. Then cry, then say appetite, okay, then give black man a chance. I mean, then system be set up. Now, when NCC, bend the candidate. Former president, I mean, they try. Nobody know the common aspect go challenge the government. We don't get much for say to pray. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Koma.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah. Koma, our last caller. We return calls to some people and they'll not be able to answer. And if we now bring you come on this program, we're sorry. Of us say we want to pick on you, but the phone line don't close. I think it's just necessary for the phone line for close. So you wait a call, the phone line is closed. There's not much to say. This is a game of politics. What I mean by that? Election they come not too long from now. Dr. Samura Kamara is a look the flag bearership of the APC. It gets contender in day. Get. So then kind of a crowd there where they come out in support for him. They make the one they want for contend with him, forget the flag bearership. No say, Samura Kamara, get follow them. And if we look on more son temo, he go able for help for bring APC back to power. That's not in that kind of light where the camp of Dr. Samura go they look and say, they test to power. And you see right now, you see the crowd who come up for the power. It's the power popular bad. So all the one they want for can challenge them for the flag bearership. Optional because they know say right now the power it's a map. On the part of the APC big guns then they looking for say correct. Well, at least they know say we self with him up strong. With him up strong now. Eh? So in that way, they like the crowd. They like the crowd. Because waiting do, it they make let they know say, well, some kind way, they're popular. They're popular. So now they can crowd there, now they should say, okay, yes, people and they're not happy, then go put on that way there, say they're not happy. Now they can crowd there, they should say, well, now wait for the next election. Now they tell now go see. Eh? So everybody then they test the waters. It's politics. A politics this, then they test water. But we turn and go, turn and come. Eh? Other them than they use. Other than they use. Eh? I see people themselves they talk say Dr. Samura not to call the people them. So himself gladly. He tell them say, okay, well not to me call them. That one they make you feel good like for say, even though I not call them, crowd come. Because It's politics. Politicians then like crowd. But at the end of the day, how all team be end up? How we be end up? How? It correct that way there for make it happen? We don't give people a chance for call and talk what they feel about what happened today. The police. I don't know if you watch the video fine. One policeman they vex by company say for what begin and I laugh. One policeman they vex by company. What he vex by company say? He said that suspect to him be done all he be get for pair. So that one they not be get nothing for do to the gun. He said the suspect to him be all. He said you don't make that suspect don't go. He be get for pay me so. So he all am because he get for pay, but not anything okay for do with riot. Not anything okay for do with riot too. But you go see somebody who get for pay. Instead of you lang but the run. And they run away. Then they run away. Hey, hey, see. Oh, inside under. All man be did it for you. Somebody catch the policeman we talk so go watch the video back. Somebody catch the policeman we talk so he come meet and say, not a personal issue we can have for. Not a personal issue. I they run after the man. Not so that we can have for. Okay. You don't know safe. You say for post number. I pull the number. Say for don't today on there. It's no problem. At least I find something we make a laugh. For more who start, I know you will laugh. Because I was just down, man. I was down. I not like this kind of a scene. I not like her. I not like her today, I not like her tomorrow. Okay. If you say that play, go watch that video back. Let you see where the policeman, where the vex by company say, he make the suspect run, we get for pair. So inside that crowd, you see somebody they will get for pair, and he said grip and pop. I don't know that I for be put a move. Wait for be where then can't take say suspect they will be the way. I for be say that one day. If for lie para, or he go say no, this one a special suspect for me because he owe me money. I don't can see anaya. Then you don't see. Hey, Papa God help we. I want to say something. I see Naya just now, who they talk. People in the scene, now the APC youth to them. Now the APC youth to them. Now Sierra Leoneans them. Until we able to see ourselves as one people. Now you go able to make the change in Sierra Leone. You want to talk about riot? The SLPP themselves, they do the same thing. Then they do it. If you want to talk about riot, then they do it more. Not so, you don't forget, Dr. Prince Adin, that man would then shoot. What he say? Any side would then go blood they come out. Now make you say no want to near him. So for we they can't like if say, oh na APC people and na APC. No. It is on both camp. On both camp. They are Sierra Leoneans. And the more we they able for say there was Salom brother, them go able to bring we Kenya than with the point finger by party color, by party. Because at one time today, it's like say, anybody wear red, they around that area, they, now then the police they look for. I say be one fiba. Go watch the video back. Seriously. I say be one fiba. And I don't think say it all reach a point now the country way not for wear red though. Eh? But if we want to talk about them people, then we salon brother, yeah. Aha. But as long as we keep pointing fingers, say the APC people, the SLPP people, and now so we just they divide more and more. And you APC and you SLPP. Now they know the rule salon forever. What thing they don't do? No light, no water, no good road, no good health care. Not to say be. They not make am for we. Because now then they cook, then give it for it. Now then they cook, then give it for it. But the day who they cook, we give them politician then for it. Yeah. Go easy so for we. So what am I saying here? Sierra Leoneans, let we elect Salon. Let we elect we brothers and we sisters them. Let we talk to ourselves. Let we get conscious vibes, consciousness for we tomorrow. For we tomorrow. Because this way you see till today, if we not correct them, trust me, where the SLPP come on, they get for common power. They are not going to be there forever. When they come on power, where other administration can, where one call them for go, then people then come back and treat. Then say, oh, na so them be don't do antrade. Then say them be don't do antrade because today now we see people and say, oh, yes, la long and slimmer, them be don't do antrade. So for do an, so can't we change? No go change? Yeah. Hey, just if we cook for the politicians there, my colleague. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad though. Paco, long time. Hope you did do well. I can send shout out for you. Glad we will see you today. I don't know. But it's sad for see that woman where they defending himself. Like the woman in word against the policeman them. Some people go think saying maybe now because of the color close way well. It go to the extent he pull ticket. Say look, and at today that ticket they do he say na sell it they sell. What thing go be in Alaba now where they don't cry and go? He say also I left in market. In market not go there again. Not go there. I tell her say see somebody pull in red suit waka barefoot. Gaya to suma yese people in a peaceful party in your dream. Not to talk. A Dr. Prince didn't talk. The one that they work out. I say this how they go. Blood they commodity. So now the same people no more. But now this na our problem. This na our problem. Now so the politician they want to divide and rule. On allow we try one day but cook for them. If Jama cook for you, you get eater. If Jama cook for you, and then the cook give you rights now. I make. Yeah. All right. Anyway, they are on a no cut me at so again. No cut and so. People they say then two party, we need for out third party. Nazalone. Okay. All right. We wait and see. They say never. That is true. But we wait and see. Phone line don't close. Oh, no, that one they will still they call. There the phone line don't close. Go there back tomorrow. Tomorrow na Friday, eh? Yes. We begin one discussion last week. The history, the early settlers of Sierra Leone. Yeah? Now they continue tomorrow. With the couch person, where they can explain for we. Just in case you don't know. Bella Komasi will say na a bena for cook for them. He cold panta but in one bottom. Yes. Say I can't say yes, the woman showing tickets, evidence, exactly. But and he tell and say Usa left he eat. Usa left what they sell. But none in word against police ABC and they dance. Eh? Makeko say it's scary to invest in saloon. I'm telling you, from where I wake, I no can to find it. From where I wake, I no can to find it. Seriously. It's sad. If you get Motukana ticket at that time, it pass na day, them go King Glass now for nothing. Now you get for string bag go Fenam. Eh? But I make some people say me. I beg ya. Hey, pass me. Who say no? Also, say nothing. Salon? Ah. But all of them, they make the ticket there for low no go. It's still ta. Eh? I see they would go there. Also, you know go? Ah. Some of we, not to Mr. Sheila did this right now. But anyway, I want to reflect on the song, yeah? Go there back tomorrow. My keko kasena we all. For real though. We'll go there back tomorrow till we meet again. Triple say tata.